I gotta switch the sound a bit. Hear it on my mic. Much better, right? Let's see. Because it's a bit too strong. So I'm gonna put that on one. That's a mad thing. I gotta position this in a mad way. Welcome to another session where I'll be your I don't feel like listening to music through my earphones, I'll be real. Nah, fuck that. I want to listen to it from my speaker. But I will turn it down, bro, of course. Yo. Alright, cool. That's calm, innit? Yeah. Alright, say no more. So welcome to another session. Alright, cool. Let's go. First, I'd like to take a moment of gratitude. Feels great. I feel good. Yeah. Alright, cool. Let's go. Am I even recording? I am, innit? Alright, cool. Just have to double check. So, I was going through. Let me just. Counting lower time frame pullbacks. Start counting lower time frame pullbacks from the structural low or the structural high. So if I had to count pullbacks here, that is how I would count my pullbacks. You would see 1, 2, 3. You would anticipate the third reversal to be fake as well, but in this case, we see a continuation. I'm looking for this high. I want to see a move above that. Basically, Kind of slow today, isn't it? I can tell because now I feel like rambling. I can like I'm not even talking about price no more. Yeah, nothing much is really going on. I do have this high taken. So this was yesterday's high. Oh, the day before yesterday's. So we got yesterday's high and the day before's. We are making high highs and high lows. We are indeed, and a bunch of. Anyway, we don't need to go that far. In any case, I'm looking for sells. No, so in higher time frame at least. Hold on. Oh, you guys, that's no. Mm, okay. I'm looking for a move below here. Usually, get into that last down move there. Because you know that first reversal just be fake, right? For this higher time frame. So this is a higher time frame. Low, you would be breaking. Closure below this low on the 12. If it were to happen. So that's I'm preparing for lower prices here. So if we was to still go up, basically. We see one, two, three, four, five pullbacks. Right now we're on our sixth pullback. We know that it's four to six swings, and we reverse. So because we know that, and we've seen it many times, it's unlikely for price to get to this high. But if it does get to that high, because it can, because that is what it's currently doing, it's breaking highs. This is what I would do. Basically, just yeah, have to close below that low. Nah. for 1-to-1. So that's how I'd be planning my move down at higher prices as of right now. And this is how I'd be doing for lower prices. Now, I mentioned the last down candle. You don't really need it. You really only need the right side. You just need to wait for a closure below a structural low. Then you track the last candle. So in this case, it would be the last down candle, and then you would need to see a close above the last down candle in order for you to move forward with your plan. So that's the first reversal. That's the a candlestick structure flip. That is the first, that creates a low. You want to see that low liquidated with another closure below it. So the closure below the last down candle on the 12-second. Then you would find your entry for the move up. You want to see two flips. So the first flip, you're not participating in. The second flip, the real reversal, yes, that's the move you want to be a part of. That is your narrative. That's the end of your narrative, that you're participating in the real reversal. So whether you participate in it or not, you know that your way of viewing price ends there, and you basically scrap your whole idea and you start again. Now, I wouldn't say do that for like the 1 minute and the 12 minute. You want to let them be on your chart for a little while. But when you're on the 12-second, whatever you produce on there, you want to like erase them pretty often because it can get pretty messy. For example, let's see. We broke higher time frame structure, right? Now, this is the last previous range on. I can get the on the 12-second, on the 12-second structure, right? This is the last previous range on it, but we broke above a high. This high does not belong to 12-second structure. It belongs to a higher time frame. This is a structural high belonging to, I'll show you. This. So we broke above it, had to wait for a 1 minute closure. So we eventually did. I was tracking the last candle you see the first reversal, so we know we wouldn't participate in this. We know that it's meant to be liquidated, in which it does get liquidated. And you were tracking. So once it gets liquidated, you were tracking the last candle on a 12-second. And you was waiting for a move below it. A move. So when I was tracking the 12-second, it was a thing where I had a sell stop hit. So as soon as price moved below it, I'd enter in a position. So that's how I was tracking the 12-second. I was tracking the 12-second with a sell stop market order. I put my buy stop above this high to get out of the position. So that's where my stop loss is. And it went for a 1-to-1. So the position looked like this. Now this, I decided to just cut my position here. I was targeting this low, but it was struggling. And I've already achieved the 1-to-1, so I just thought, you know what, I just cut the position there. And I'm glad I did, because if I hadn't been stubborn with it, I want to get that low. Nah. Yeah, then it would have reversed on me. So yeah, that really made me realize today, like, yeah, bro, like, ground yourself, take the 1-to-1, you build off that, you survive off that. Then you can work to scale once you know you have that 1-to-1 setup. Build off that. And then you can refine your system to where you can even participate in moves that give you much further than that. But it starts with the 1-to-1. Because it went further than the 1-to-1 here. This was like a 1-to-2. Yeah, yeah. But as for what price is doing now, look, we're inside this range right now. This is the previous range. And right now, this is like the current range that we're in. But I'm looking for this low to get. Yeah, boom. Gone. Anyway, I just thought I'd just hop on, and it really emphasized the point on counting your lower time frame pullbacks, because I may not talk about it a lot, but I realized I count my pullbacks a lot, but just subconsciously. I don't talk about it as much, but don't think that it's not something that I don't do. That I definitely do that on a routine basis all the time when I'm looking at a chart. Because that is your ability to anticipate. I keep talking about anticipate the first reversal after the third pullback. That is literally how you anticipate. That is number one. That is number one. So you know when to wait and when to engage. You know when to. That is the when to. You know that. The when and when not to. The when to. Like, when should I engage? Da, da, da. Like, now you can time it. Because it gets to, when you're learning this, it can be information overload. It can feel like that. It can feel your mind is just racing. Just know that counting your pullbacks is number one. You want to increase your ability to actually anticipate correctly. You know what? I'm making it a rule. Ground yourself in that. Ground yourself in that. That is like the number one most discerning factor in your system while trading. You need to count three pullbacks. Well, you don't need to count three pullbacks, but it's just whenever you see it, you're like, okay, cool, we just broke above a structural high. You want to know, okay, cool, where are we in the cycle of price then if we just broke above a structural high? What structural high am I talking about? Talk about this one here. And then you want to be like, okay, cool, what stage are we in? When can we anticipate a pullback into the range? And you'd be like this. Alright, cool, let me count. The path tool, this is a structural low, right? One, so that's one pullback. That's two pullbacks. Oh, okay, that's the third pullback. Okay, I can anticipate the first reversal now. Okay, cool. So I see this high, and then you see that. Okay, cool. I'm looking for this low to be taken, right? Yeah. So you know that the first people. let me let me get some water. Wait, hold up. You know that the first people to engage usually get liquidated. Boom. And then we see a continuation up above this, up above higher time frame highs. Ooh, ooh. This high was in part structure. And your target, your target was met because you understood to anticipate the first reversal after three pullbacks. And you know that the first reversal on the higher time frame is fake. So definitely do that. Make it a rule, make it a principle, make it part of your analysis.